All right, everybody, welcome back to Chevy's Reviews, I guess. Today we're going to call it Chevy's Reviews. It's Chevy's Reactions normally, but today we are reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I got a chance to see this movie last night, and it was amazing. This movie, of course, has been produced by Seth Rogen and is directed by Jeff Rowe. It is an animated comedy that I would say is probably for all ages. Probably not going to understand too much of it if you're under the age of like 11 or 12, but there's not too many like big themes for you to understand like there were, say, in Spider-Man or Barbie or any other films that have come out recently that have that. Mutant Mayhem is the origin story of the Turtles told for the millionth time. About the ooze and how it fell into the sewer and stuff like that. Now, there are changes, obviously, from the original comic to now. We get to meet Superfly and other mutants throughout the film. The plot is played out as Splinter and the Turtles and Superfly and the other mutants, both characters being fathers, both of them having different ideologies to their children, and then, reaching their conclusion of the world in different ways. It's a very humanized story. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's not really outside of the realm. I mean, obviously they're mutants, so there's that aspect of it. But outside of that, it's not out of the realm of possibility for these things to happen in the way that they did happen. The animation style is absolutely incredible. I believe that we are on the precipice of a new animation style that we will keep seeing moving forward as films like this movie and Spider-Man Into and Across the Universe, both of which I love their animation style, and I look forward to seeing a lot more animation styles like this. It's a lot more messy, it's a lot more gritty, it's a lot more, in my opinion, emotional than what we've seen in the past. The characters and actors in this film are incredible. Everyone does an amazing job. Seth Rogen, John Cena, Paul Rudd, Hannibal Buress, Ice Cube, Jackie Chan, tons of amazing voice actors or actors in this film. They all did an amazing job, each one of them giving a completely unforgettable performance, and I was a big fan of all of them. This movie is hilarious from the very first scene until the very last scene, the after credit scene. And yes, there's an after credit scene, so make sure that you pay attention for that. Once the credits begin to roll, definitely worth the wait. It was, as I said, hilarious beginning to end. There are Easter eggs from every single Turtles movie that came before this, the animated ones and the live action ones. They did a really great job incorporating that into the film, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and as will any Turtle nerd from the past. And the best part about this is that this is also a movie for people that have never seen Ninja Turtles before and are just getting into it for the first time. It was great all around. Main theme of this film was family. Whether it be Superfly's family or Splinter's family, about how to raise a family, how to react to the world around them being different, which I think is a really big theme in this day and age as our society and culture grapples with accepting differences, which, as we all know, historically has not gone very well for us. So I like that they touched on those themes. I think every character did a really good job at it. I also think it was very relatable on both sides. As a parent myself, I definitely understand what it feels like to be responsible for someone's well-being and wanting the best for them and wanting a world in which they are hurt at a minimal amount. So I totally love that aspect of this film. As I said before, this is definitely for adults and for children alike, and I really enjoyed it. The soundtrack is epic. We've got old music, we've got new music, and the mix of them is perfect. I absolutely love this soundtrack beginning to end. I'm sure that you will as well. It's got a piece of everything. As I said, homages to previous films and new amazing music as well. So I think everyone will enjoy the music as I did, and check out that soundtrack. For me, the Ninja Turtles are a really big deal because they are what started me out on this movie buff, pop culture buff, know everything that is completely unnecessary to know about the entertainment world and industry part of me. Ninja Turtles was the very first film that I ever saw in the theaters, the original 80s live version. And of course, I've seen every subsequent Ninja Turtles movie since then in the theaters, and this one was just as enjoyable as those. And as I said before, there are Easter eggs throughout this entire film where you can see certain homages to every one of the past films. And I think that it was really amazing for the filmmakers to do that, as well as keeping it new and fresh for new audiences. So a new generation of turtle lovers can come forward. This movie was definitely made by turtle lovers for turtle lovers. It was made for the fans, and definitely you can see the passion and the love for these characters and their story made through the storytelling and animation, the acting, the filmmaking, everything. You can tell these guys had a great time. You can tell that these guys are very, very passionate about the subject matter of the Turtles and the Ninja Turtles lore and everything that goes on with it. Guys, I loved this movie. I loved everything about it. It's for old Turtle fans and new Turtle fans. It's going to be something that I think will resonate with audiences for a while. I definitely think it's something that you should give a try, especially in the theaters, because there was a lot of action, there's a lot of animated awesomeness that I feel like can only really be appreciated in the theaters as opposed to waiting for it to come on streaming. So yes, I would definitely see this in the theaters if I was you. So those are my thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I had a really great time. The people that I saw it with had a really great time. I think you will have a great time. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Chevy's Reviews. I don't know. Still playing with that. We'll see what goes in the future. But thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time.